Happy month of Halloween, everyone! I bring to you today a suggestion of utmost thematic timeliness. Gather yourself and up to 3 of your friends, load your rifles, and prepare for the schlockfest of a lifetime, including all 3 of the zombie army games developed by Rebellion creators of Sniper Elite. Adolf Hitler has risen an army of the damned, and they have a bone to pick with you! It's time to fight back against these Nazi zombies in Zombie Army Trilogy! Released upon the world in 2015 for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Microsoft Windows, it's a co-op campaign shooter inspired by everyone's favorite sci-fi horror B-movies of yesteryear. Okay, yeah, that's enough of that. Real shit, this game is perfect for the Halloween season, and indeed every season. Rebellion really knows what they're doing when it comes to co-op campaign games. Let's break it down.
Did we forget about the kick? Be gone, thoughts!
It came back to me like an instinct.
Oh shit, I got a little zealous with my kicks.
As a spin-off of the World War II-based Sniper Elite games, it makes sense that we'd start in April of 1945, as Hitler cowers in his bunker, being informed that Berlin will fall. But rather than kill himself like a little bitch, Adolf decides to use an ancient relic to raise an army of the dead and end the world. OSS sends in our man Carl Fairburn from the mainline Sniper Elite games to take care of business, along with a few other, less handsome characters. The stereotypical Russian, a defected Wehrmacht captain, and a German occultist. There's a bunch of bonus characters as well, such as the Left 4 Dead 2 cast. Either way, Carl and the gang have to put a stop to the Nazi zombie invasion. While certain textures and lightning effects may look a little dated, the game on the whole looks pretty good, even on the medium settings. The gore and blood effects are great, really adding to the tone and experience. Characters look alright, and you never really get a good look at the weapon models themselves, but the zombies are cool. That's where the visuals really do shine the most. They have excellent variety, really cool details, and imposing designs. I also really have to compliment this game's soundtrack. Packed with synthesizers, reminiscent of John Carpenter's The Thing theme music. Spooky pianos, and thumping bass tie it all together, like a fine roast for the superintendent. An acoustic guitar kinda sneaks in there for some tracks too, and it's a nice addition. I can't stress enough how good this music is. The rest of the sound is pretty cool too. The weapons crack and sound quite meaty. The undead roars and groans are spooky as it gets. And the nasty noises of bullets hitting their undead flesh is like a chorus of chaos.
Allowing you to cover your teammate while they revive you is a great design choice.
Yeah, really. It's getting a little sticky over here.
The SFX do kind of run together, kind of muddy after a while, but on the whole, they get the job done. This game didn't run super well on my old graphics card, which was a GTX 960. I could only about squeeze the medium settings out of it while maintaining 60 FPS. With the 1080, however, it runs like butter on max, but my god does it make my machine run hot. Oh, and watch your ears, because every time you launch this game, the title music starts blisteringly loud. You have been warned.
And the volume drops halfway through the sound cue.
I'll take my earbuds out, honestly.
This does play an awful lot like the Sniper Elite games, obviously, only stealth just plain isn't a mechanic. You can still crouch and go prone, but they'll only help to steady your accuracy, rather than keeping you hidden. Otherwise, the gameplay formula is pretty simple. Use your rifle for mid to long range, and your secondary submachine gun or shotgun for close quarters, and then equip the Webley revolver in your pistol slot, because it is objectively the best weapon in the game. You can also carry a modest amount of ordnance, including things like trip mines and dynamite. Anyway, you move through linear level sections, occasionally stopping to fend off a wave of incoming foes, and rest and restock at checkpoints. There are many enemy types, from a few variants of the weak normal zombies, up to armored boys, spooky skeletons, and an actual living, walking Shadman. If you can't kill them fast enough, or if you back into a bad spot, you'll get knocked into a down but not out state. But you can still use your Webley revolver to cover your allies, and they do have time to heal you if they're quick. It really is a tried and true formula, but it works. Beauty and simplicity, as they say, and it's damn good fun. Now, I played through this entire game in co-op with my man Jeff, and I did want to get his input on this as well, being that we went through this whole thing together.
Well, for starters, I always really liked those campaign shooters, kind of like Left 4 Dead. So I already have somewhat of a predisposition to liking it. I think the setting is it's spooky, but at the same time, it's funny.
It's very Halloween-y, you know?
Yeah, it's a good explanation for it. It's another game kind of like Killing Floor where you can just sort of relax and, you know, have a good time, chat with your boys, while still being engaged in the gameplay. I appreciate how the levels are all somewhat unique to each other. They're very interesting to look at.
It's always wicked spooky when like a horde is coming from like a long hallway and they're kind of like
Yeah.
fading off into the distance.
Or coming out of the water from the fog.
Yeah, that's
There's
super.
always motivation to get to the next level.
Yeah, you never really want to stay where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some gripes I have is sometimes a little nebulous where you're shooting. Like you'll definitely have
That's
your
a polite way
crosshair
to say
on
it.
something. You'll definitely have your crosshair on something, and it's just like no, fuck you. You'll have a ridiculous combo going, and you get out your sniper rifle to shoot into the crowd, and of course you will hit the one pixel where no zombie was standing. Yes, I suppose it certainly do occur in that manner from time to time.
Do you think it was? What do you think about the length? Because my total playtime, I think, for our first run through was just over 14 hours, and that was 3 campaigns of 5 levels each, give or take.
That's interesting. My total campaign time was around 12 hours. I guess with games like these, I always kind of wish that they were longer, because that's how I felt when we played Vermintide 1 too. Was
Yeah.
like, I wish that there was more that I could keep playing. With Zombie Army Trilogy, I wish that there were more levels that I could keep playing. And that's not to say that it was so short that it just left me unsatisfied. It felt like the devs kind of left it unfinished, charged too much for no content. It's just that I liked it enough that I wanted to keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it somewhat worked out in their favor anyways, because it brought me to buy Sniper Elite 4.
Yeah, that's a much different game, like tonally and like how it plays. But like Rebellion kind of has that magic touch of just making good stuff.
Yeah, and you're still going through a campaign with your boys. That brings me to another point: is I wouldn't really bother playing it alone.
No, it's similar to Killing Floor. It's just not really. It's not the same. It's not as good.
I think it's for different reasons though, because like, I'm gonna be honest, the game's got some flaws. Graphically, some stuff is a little ugly. Sometimes the gameplay isn't perfect, or like how you throw a grenade straight forward and it yeets straight into the fucking ceiling because you throw with the arm of Mike fucking Tyson or something.
You throw with the might of Zeus.
And like, I feel like if you played that on your own, like seriously, you'd be like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Can this game just not? But if you play it with your boys, it's like, dude, I just fucking yoked that grenade into the ceiling.
Yeah, and then it blows up and you both die. Friendly fire's on.
Since it's such a weird setting, it just leaves open so many meme opportunities. Like you have these giant fucking assault rifle wielding Zeds coming at you, and you're like, dude, that's Shad, man.
It's a good meme.
Every time it's funny.
That's what really counts in the end, is that fun factor. Rebellion kind of seems to continuously hit the nail on the head. Like after, I would personally say like Sniper Elite 2, somewhere around that era.
Yeah, that is kind of the most important thing when playing a video game, isn't it? Is it fun?
Yeah.
Overall, I like the game, obviously. I have a great time playing it.
Silly, bloody, and campy fun. A masterpiece of co-op campaigns, and a fitting tribute to the old sci-fi B-movie tone and atmosphere. I can't imagine anything better to do with my buds this Halloween. Well, besides trick-or-treating, of course. You should absolutely grab this game on sale. Admittedly, the usual $45 price tag is a bit rich for my blood, especially considering the whole game is maybe 15 hours long for one playthrough. But hey, bottom line, it is a great time. So get out there, get spooked, and give old Adolf a taste of Mama's home cooking.
Get chicken! No! Christ, no!
What's the matter? Never had your dick sucked by a skeleton before?
No!
Happy Halloween, everybody. See you next time.